Hey Stampers, Gainer again. I've been pulling out some old stamp sets because from last year I bought loads of Christmas stamp sets and I love them all. And I'm using, excuse me, old and new. I'm using a sentiment from this year's Mistletoe season. I'm using the Love and Joy. Gorgeous set. I will use this set as well to do a card at some point. But I've also pulled out my gorgeous Smitten Mitten. I loved this last year and I only did one or two cards. But I'm not using any of the stamps apart from this sentiment. But I'm using the dies. You may have many merry moments surrounded by those you love. May you have, sorry. I can kill a sentiment in 2 seconds, me. But I'm using this sentiment for the inside of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, and it's fantastic for using up scraps, especially if you've got long, thin scraps, so like I have. So I'm going to show you my card. It's absolutely adorable. I love it, and here it is. It's just using up bits of scrap that I've cut off and were too long or too short. I've used the last piece of I've literally got none of this left now. I've got a bit of Dazzling Diamond, but I do not have any other one that came with the the mermaid pack and the Myths and Magic, that's it. But I'm using the Joyous Noel designer series paper and the other one, which is where is that one? It's not that one, it's that one. Under the Mistletoe for these two. This is for the Joyous Noel for these two. Just love it. Absolutely, I love it. So, and in the inside, I have layered this, but you can't see because it's card on card. I didn't realise that I was putting it on a red card until after I put the red backing on. But it just adds a little bit more thickness. So you can see there that it is layered. It's not quite stuck down. But that's that sentiment in the inside. I've managed to cut out these snowflakes are from the dies as well, from the Smitten Mitten, and I just love it. I think it's absolutely adorable. So I'm changing up the colours. I have cut many of the pieces out because I'd have to get up and down. So these I've just cut out from that gorgeous glimmer paper. I'm using grey granite. Sorry, this one is from Under the Mistletoe. This one is from Joyous Noel, so it's going on this card. And again, I've gone and cut a backing for the inside of my card. But what I'm going to do, I might swap it for a different colour because I've got to cut a black mat as well. So let me get my black cardstock. Do you know when you think you've got everything and then you forget and there's one left? I think I might have one here actually. Let me just make sure these are both this. Oh no, but I can cut this down to size right now. And this is going to be 3 7/8. And I find this is the only way it stops that card from flaking, because if you do it on the trimmer, for some reason it frays my paper, and this one keeps it lovely and clean. So there's for the front of the card. I'm going to see if I've got another piece. I certainly do. And I'm going to have this one for the inside. So this is 3 7/8. So you're going to need 2 pieces at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White then that measure 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. Your card base, which is standard A4 cut in half, which is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. So I'm going to use that on a different card, and we're just going to simply fold and score that in the middle. So this is now going to be for the inside of my card, just to give it that little border, and it looks lovely against there. I've die cut my little mittens out ready. Luckily you have one for each hand, but with this die you only get one. So what I do, I cut one face down, and then I turn over my cardstock and cut one. Oh look, I've left a little line in there. There it is. doesn't want to come out very good. There we go. And then I turn it over and cut it out face down. That way I get both my mittens at the same time. So they go on there and that goes on there. And I'm loving the grey tones, even against the green as well. The grey and the green look absolutely stunning together. So I'm going to layer them up later. I'm going to pop a gem in the middle. I've got my snowflakes. We're going to do some stamping. We're going to do some layering. I'm just taking my card base and I'm just going to fetch it together. Keeping the two ends together. And I'm just going to score and burnish. Isn't that absolutely beautiful in traditional colours? And then the contrast of this one is going to be absolutely amazing in the greens and the greys as well. So I'm going to layer that on there. I did put everything on my card, and then when I come to layer it on the back, I was like, oops, with the fast views, trying to get it to lay down. So I'm going to add my card base now. Oops. This doesn't want to stick on there yet. It's on the wrong piece for one. And I'm just going to layer this up nice and neat. Perfect. Oh, I'm getting good at this layering, my malarkey. Right, I am going to just quickly run this through my Big Shot. I use the Softly Falling. This is a timeless, it's going to work every year. Whether it gets retired or not, I think this is going to be a perfect one every single year for this beautiful snowflaking. It's just gorgeous. So if you give me 2 seconds, I have my Big Shot set up. I just run that through, and it's just the 2 plates, the die, the Big Shot platform for embossing, and your platforms and plates. So it just is absolutely beautiful, and we're going to have that up the top there. But I'm going to attach my pieces because I noticed after cutting my strips that when you run it through the Big Shot, sometimes this side is fine, but lengthways it tends to be a little bit longer. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I'm going to have my beautiful deer at the top, and then these wonderful snowflakes underneath. You can crisscross them at this point. Oh, look at that. That's how strong that adhesive is. It makes the card stick to your fingers. And you can crisscross, like I'm saying. You could have that looped under there. But no, this corner is going to get covered, so it doesn't really matter how you put them down. So I'm going to have my green on the edge. I've got a bit of glue on my finger. I'm going to have my green along the edge. And I can trim off, see, before I attach it to here. Then this one is going to go here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then my snowflakes and my beautiful, beautiful reindeers. They are absolutely stunning. And doesn't that look just pretty on its own, really? You could do that with a sentiment. But I think those mittens, why do we, oh, I don't know. I don't know why Stampin' Up fetch a little catalogue out and then retire it within about 12 weeks. It's a bit baffling to me. But if it works, don't throw it away. Don't hide it away. Just use it. I'm going to be using my strips and all my dies and all my stamps, because I buy them because I love them. I'm not out to sell anything to anybody. I'm a hobby demonstrator, so I don't need to sell to anybody. I do it for the love of it. So I'm just going in one square there. That's why I've lined it up. So hopefully I can line it up one square there as well. Perfect. Lovely. And then this one is going to go, I'm going to put that in the middle there because I want to start the next row there. So I'm only leaving a tiny little gap in between, just so you know it's separate. I was making my swats yesterday, ready for on stage. And I ended up with, I'll show you in a minute, just a little fraction, there we go. I was making my swaps and I had my 6x6 tropical chic papers, and I had to cut one side down by 1 inch and the other one by 1/2 inch. So look at all these lovely little strips. I've got all those 1 inch strips at 40 pieces, and these are off my ones from today because they're slightly longer, but I've got all these pieces, so I'm going to be making some of those patchwork quilt type looking cards with my bits, so they will not go to waste. I will probably make a set of 5, maybe even 6. And now you can trim off, see, it's always best to attach while it's out, so you can trim off those little tiny, I mean that's minuscule, but to me, isn't that beautiful? Now for my strips. So I'm going to attach, I don't even want to glue over this, I didn't even want to cut it up, so it's just so beautiful. So my snowflakes are going down here. And I can keep it lined up with there. Looking good. Mrs. B, looking, oh mind you, look, oh, why does it always look skew with? Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, that's because it is skew with. Lift it back up carefully. There we go. That's better. That looks a bit straighter to me, doesn't it? That's better. And then we're going to glue the other side. And it's a good job I'm not using fast fuse here, otherwise I wouldn't have got that back up. So this is going in here. Oh, it's a bit high and that'll be a bit too low. I'm just going to stick this one, little tiny gap on this one. Just look at that, that looks straight to me, looks straight to you. Perfect. Now I've got a little fraction over this side, and I mean a fraction, but if you're anything like me and you've got a bit of OCD, you don't want to see nothing hanging over the edges. And look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to glue this in on my card now, because I was trying to do it earlier while everything was attached and it was all like wobbly because I'd got everything attached, and I mean everything. So, oh, and it is confirmed my daughter and the kids are moving on my husband's birthday, the 24th this month. She's paid her deposit today on a house. My other daughter's coming down to give her a hand the night before. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Look, so there's my strips. Don't waste anything if I can help it. So while the glue is out, I'm just going to add some glue to the back of my mitten. And I just think these colours are absolutely brilliant. Glitter everywhere. Oops, which I love. Oh, don't worry about that. Again, it's going to be hidden. There we go. I'm not fingers and thumbs. Yes, they're going. Ugh, I'm devastated. And I've just seen a little strip which is left in there. Oops, and it's left the paper behind. I find with these glitter papers it can pull your backing off a little bit as well sometimes. But isn't that adorable? And I've got these lovely little gems. And I'm going to pop one, and it's just subtle, this one. I don't have any grey. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? And it stands off lovely. Just beautiful. See a little bit of paper there as well. And we're going to do the same with this one as well. Oh, love it. they go in. Oh my god, I'm so sad. But I've given Frankie my phone today. Got a little SIM card. It's only for Messenger, so I can video call him all the time. Lola has the phone, so I can video call her all the time. I'm just so sad. But at the end of the day, I don't want my daughter to be unhappy, or the kids. And she's promised if they do miss us too much, they're coming back anyway, so fingers crossed. Right, I've managed to pop one of these. This one is going to be laid flat. And my little I'm going to take one of these little snowflakes first. And this is going in the top corner. I don't mean to say sad things, and I'm pulling it up towards the black, so it's overhanging. I think it just sets that off. And oops, another one of those beautiful little gems are going in the centre. This one will be glued down. This one will be popped onto on dimensionals. Oh, just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we've got these strips that we can use for the long piece. I always try my best to use up the scrappy bits first, as I call them. Stick that on there. And I'm even going to have one on the thumb. Just peel off the back ends. Got that ready now for, whoops, when we glue our other glove down. But we want it so you don't overcover this beautiful gem like on here. You can just see the centre, so we don't want to hide that. So this one I'm going to glue down. Nice bit of dolloping going on, and I'm going to pick that up that way. So keeping my glove at a bit of an angle, and that is perfect. That will glue into, that will stay there, and that is just, aren't they gorgeous? Love them. Love, 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 love. Right, I'm going to pop my glue away for a moment, just to stop it from drying up. I'm going to fetch in our inner card. Oh, let me just add, these will fit on here just perfectly, and I've got 3 of those now. 3 for the front, 1 for the inside. So I've got 3 left. I can pop my dimensionals away, clearing my space a little bit. We'll add the gems in a moment. So for my stamps, I'm using grey granite. And I've got this, it just says joy and love. Oh, I just love this, absolutely beautiful sentiment. So let's just, oh, perfect, 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 perfect. And because it's photopolymer, I'm going to get to see that right through and make sure it's lovely and straight. How good is that? Oh, I love it. We're going to make our bow in a moment. Whoops. Oh, look, I forgot. I keep forgetting about my coffee. I seem to have lost my little mojo a bit over the past couple of weeks, because I've been sent so many pocket letters, which I absolutely adore. And they've sidetracked me a little bit from card making, so my husband has gone fishing with his carer today, and I thought I'm going to just get down and knuckle down to some beautiful cards. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love both of them. I love the traditional colours. I'm loving these colours, and I bet it would look lovely in purples as well. I've got a right thing about purple, and why can't we add purple to Christmas cards? Because I just love, if it's your favourite colour, just use it. Just use it. You've got nothing to lose. So now for my inner sentiment. I think this is quite apt as well. you send in a card with joy and love, and then you're wishing them. I'm just making sure this is nice and straight. There you have many merry moments surrounded by those you love. Oh, my daughter reckons she's going to come spend Christmas with us, but I can't see that happening this year. It'll be, I can't afford it. Typical, I know. So I'm just going to bob this on with some fast fuse. It's only for the inside of the card. They don't tend to get pulled and boshed around quite a lot, so I think a little bit goes a long way. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, why am I turning it over? I'm going to add, I got more dimensional things on the floor than soft mix. I added it on there. No, I'm going to go back to there. And another one of these beautiful little gems. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. Sorry, I was holding up the wrong place. See what I mean now about wonky wonky? I should have added this and then, whoops. Oh, it doesn't want to come off my finger. There we go. See what I mean? It's really good glue. Now for the centre of our card. Better, the grey and the black look lovely layered together like that. And you don't really see me very often decorate the inside of a card, but I think this was just beautiful. Absolutely love it. And oh, our bow. What I did was just cut a good 4 lengths of my thick baker's twine. Whoops. Roughly the same length. Oops, stick it to my fingers. We just had a little practice run, me and Frankie, because he's just got home from school. And he called me, so I picked up the phone, we went video chatting, and we was there 2 minutes, and he went, "Nanny, I'm tired," and then put the phone down on me. He's only 5, bless him. He'll soon pick it up. So once round, twice round. So it's like you're having 8 layers of this beautiful twine. Pop this under, fetch them together in the centre. A little bit long, but you can, once you get this, you can line this up anywhere as long as it, and then once it's in the centre, just pull it tight, and there's no way is that coming off. And then just separate by flicking them out. Oh, I love my bow maker, and I like them pretty long actually, so I'm going to cut them a little bit longer than the last card, so it looks like the rope off the actual mittens as well as that gorgeous bow. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. And I'm not using a glue dot. I'm going to use glue. And I'm popping my bow right there at the top of the 2 mittens. That will dry. It's dried on here, uber brilliant. There's no way that is coming off. It's solid. So these were a little bit shallower. These are a bit longer. Oops. But you just got to give it a chance to dry. It doesn't take long. So there is my traditional card and non-traditional, I would say. Absolutely love both of these. And look, if I'd have sat that in now and put in the cupboard with a red tick on saying retired and never pulled it out again, you would never know how to make this beautiful card. I hope you like it. I hope you give me a thumbs up as well and a share. that would be amazing. And if you haven't subscribed already and you'd like to see more, because I'm going to be doing a whole series from now till Christmas of old and new together. So we're going to be fetching new elements in with old elements, and we're just going to make some striking cards. So if you want to see those, please press this button down here. And if you want to be notified when I do upload, which tends to be on a daily basis, then press the little bell straight away and you'll be sent a notification. You won't have to hunt it down. You can just click on the notification, take you straight to the video. So I absolutely love the red and the green. I also love the grey and the green. Absolutely beautiful. Tell me which one you like the best. If you like them both, please leave me a lovely comment in the description bar. And if my two haters are in, hey, thumbs down to me. Love you all. Bye.